One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. COVID-19 treatment czar and Health Undersecretary Leopoldo Vega said regions with rising cases of COVID-19 must double their efforts to test and isolate residents. Speaking with Radyo 5's Filon, Vega said the regional IATF and LGU should be responsible for contact tracing, isolation, and testing of COVID-19 patients. He noted that the DPWH is working to put up more isolation facilities for mild and moderate cases, as well as modular hospitals for severe and critical cases in regions outside the metro.
Ang DPWH, active masyado sila ngayon sa pag-build ng isolation facilities. Yung bang tipong pang mild and moderate.
Yes, sir.
Pero
Yes, sir.
yung field modular hospital, yun yung pang moderate to severe. Kaya-kaya nila ginagawa yan.
But here in Metro Manila, Vega said the ICU bed capacity is generally at a low-risk position. This despite a doctors group claiming that some COVID-19 ICUs in the metro are reaching full capacity due to a rise in severe and critical cases. Vega admits that some areas in the metro are still considered critical risk, but he says these areas may coordinate with other hospitals in the NCR for the transfer of patients through one hospital command. The treatment czar added that only 2% of active cases in the NCR are moderate and severe, while only around 1.9% is classified as highly critical.
Palagay ko sa mga areas, certain areas lang yan. There are areas na like Makati and Malabon and Las Piñas, medyo high risk, critical risk yan. Pero generally, collectively sa Metro Manila, in terms of critical care bed capacity, low risk position po tayo.
Essential workers from San Miguel Corporation are currently receiving their first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine at a site in Mandaluyong. Let's get more details from Dale De Vera. He's reporting live from LaSalle Green Hills. Dale, good afternoon. Could you tell us more about this process regarding SMC's vaccination drive?
Charles, the vaccination process here at De La Salle Green Hills will only take you less than 30 minutes once inside the vaccination site before you receive your first dose. The site here at La Salle Green Hills is quite big and well ventilated, something that is ideal in rolling out the vaccination program. At least 500 San Miguel employees are set to receive their first dose today. The company targets to inoculate around 70,000 of its workforce. San Miguel plans to give at least 5,000 doses per day in the coming weeks in partnership with several LGUs. High-ranking government officials were also present this morning to open the program. This include Vaccine Czar Carlito Galvez, Testing Czar Vince Dizon, Health Secretary Francisco Duque, MMDA Chairman Benher Abalos, and Mandaluyong City Mayor Menchi Abalos. Abalos said at present, Mandaluyong is still far from its target of vaccinating over 1 million of its daytime population and times 3 of its nighttime population of around 400,000. The city mayor, however, is positive that once the order of the private sector starts coming in, they will be able to reach their target of inoculating their target population. Meanwhile, Health Secretary Duque said they will be sending doctors and nurses from NCR to Visayas and Mindanao, particularly to hospitals with critical occupancy. Vaccine czar Carlito Galvez meantime assures that more vaccines will be available soon. But for now, bulk will be given to epicenters since the country is racing against time. He compared the Philippines' situation to Brazil, where vaccination was concentrated to the epicenter, resulting to a drop in cases. Galvez also clarified that more vaccines have also been deployed to Visayas and Mindanao. Charles Galvez says at least 11 million doses will be coming into the country this month, with 60% going to Luzon, citing the density of the population and the cases. But Galvez clarified that the figures in vaccine deployment may change depending on the attack rate and the population of the city or the province. Charles?
Thank you and stay safe, Dale. That was Dale De Vera reporting live from Mandaluyong. Following the launch of its online registration platform, iRehistro, the Commission on Elections is introducing an offline app to allow more people to register and vote for the upcoming national elections. Jen Kalimon with the details.
Filipino voters may now skip the long queues and the manual process of registering for the 2022 elections with the launching of Comelec's mobile registration form app. This app enables qualified voters to register with the use of smartphones. One does not need to have an internet connection to register because applicants may fill out the form offline to avoid hacking.
This mobile reg form app is an additional tool in filling up registration form using your mobile Android phone. With the mobile registration app, we were able to streamline the process of registration from securing blank application form, filling up manually in 3 copies, and submission to the OEO into only one process, thus limiting the exposure of applicants.
The process of registering via the app was made simple. First, the applicants must download the app using the link bit.ly/mobile form app. Once installed, open the app and hit Get Started. 4 types of applications will appear on the next page. These are new registration, transfer, reactivation, and change of name or correction of entries. For new registrants, choose New Registration and go to Proceed. Next, the applicant must fill out the form and provide the necessary information such as the applicant's name, age, date of birth, address, place of birth, and civil status, among others. After filling out the form, confirm that you have reviewed all the information by checking the box at the bottom part of the page. Then, select Generate QR Code. In the next page, the list of IDs and documents to be submitted will appear. After pressing OK, the applicant's unique QR code will appear. Applicants must not forget to save the QR codes in their mobile devices because they will present this QR code at the Office of the Election Officer for biometric scanning.
This mobile registration app is a breakthrough alternative in the registration process, especially in this COVID-19 pandemic. Many people refuse to register for fear of going out and because they are afraid that they will be exposed to COVID-19. Others also simply don't have time to fill up the registration form. Now, this mobile registration app is no more excuse in not registering and exercising our right to vote.
Comelec says at least 11,000 voters have accessed the app since its pilot test in 500 pilot areas including NCR, Cebu City, and Davao City. But for now, the app is only available in Android devices. However, applicants may still register online through Comelec's online registration platform iRehistro. iRehistro works like the mobile registration form app, but compared to the app, the applicant using iRehistro must print the form and wait for their schedule before appearing in their local Comelec offices. More or less 59 million Filipinos have registered for the 2022 national and local elections. The Comelec is aiming to reach its target of over 60 million registered voters on or before the last day of voter registration on September 30, 2021. Reporting for News 5, Jen Kalimon, We Are One News.
Hong Kong will start censoring films on the ground of national security, a move that has caused concern and confusion among citizens. Bloomberg's Ian Marlowe explains the latest amendments in Hong Kong's film censorship ordinance on this quick take.
Hong Kong has put out these new guidelines instructing film censors to essentially consider the national security law that China imposed on the city last year as they're looking at whether to approve films for public display in Hong Kong. So that means that these censors need to look at whether events, activities, and the movie as a whole could be seen as endorsing, glorifying, inciting, any sorts of things that could violate the national security law, which of course bans subversion, terrorism, secession, i.e. calling for Hong Kong independence from China, and collusion with foreign forces. So this has led to quite a bit of concern and confusion, given some of the language is a little bit vague in terms of what might fall afoul of the law.
RuPaul RuPaul Drag Race alumna Laganya Estrania is finally speaking her truth and has come out as a trans woman. In an exclusive interview with Entertainment Weekly, the 32-year-old drag superstar proudly announced that she's a trans woman after struggling with her identity for the last 10 years. The Texas native revealed that she initially came out to her supportive family a week ago, but has been comfortably committing to who she is among her inner circle for a year now. The drag superstar chose to come out before beginning hormone therapy. Laganya explained that she chose this because, quote, glam does not make you a woman. And for her, coming out and letting people know will allow her to freely explore what it means to be a woman on the inside. And those are the top stories at this hour. Join us again later at 1 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.